Alright, what you see here is a new fan I got at Habitat Restore. This is a Hampton Bay St. Vincent 2 ceiling fan in the green and brass finish. I was at the Habitat that We Fire 88 volunteers at, and while I was checking the place out, I figured I'd check what was in the scrap bin, and I found this in there. Now, some people might be wondering, why did he toss this? Is this such a vintage, neat-looking fan? It is neat, however, there's something that would turn off a person that's not really a collector on it. Yep, rust. Now, obviously, collectors aren't going to care too much about the rust, but a person that's not really a collector looking for a fan that's used at a restore, they see that and they're not going to want to buy it, so it would just end up sitting there for a long time. So he just ended up tossing it only because he knew it wouldn't sell in this condition. And he didn't know that I would grab it in that condition either. As I know there's collectors that want to grab this considering it's rusted, but the rest of it's in good shape. It's just that part right there. Now, what's throws me off of this fan is that the St. Vincent one was the same thing as this, except it had flat edge blades that were rounded and no light kit. The St. Vincent 2 had these type of blades, but they had a 3 light integrated on it, not a 4 light. So that's the one thing that's really throwing me off of this fan. But then again, this is back when Hampton Bay did a lot of random stuff with the fans swapping back and forth between manufacturers. I do have the St. Vincent one and a red one. Now I have a green one, but it has the light kit. Now this fan, just by looking at it, I can tell it's made by CEI. As for the year, no clue. Didn't come with the mounting bracket, but that's not a big deal. It does have the John rod on it, which is nice. I know like somewhere on the blade arms there's a way to tell, but I'm not showing because I notice usually an area on it that has sometimes, if it is a CEI fan, but based on the sticker on top, it looks to be one. But, I mean, it's also dusty, so it might be hidden. Yeah, I don't really see anything on the blade arms that could possibly decode it. I think it might be in the switch housing, but I'm not going to open that up now. But I know it's from the mid to late 90s. And such, probably 97 is the latest it's from. And such, I think 98 was the last year they sold this version until they came out with the even rarer version, the 2001 variant that looks like the Hunter Vista. But the other reason why I grabbed this was that, one, it's a green and brass one, and also the bearings on this one are in really nice shape. Whereas the one from my red and brass one, the bearings are completely shot. So what I'm thinking of doing possibly is at some point, whenever I get around to doing a video of this and the red and brass one for a remake, is maybe swapping the motors and the switch housings, because the switch housing on this is rusted. What I'm probably going to do is swap the switch housing from the other one onto this. And then when I do a video for it, I can just swap the motor housings from the red one onto this. That way I can test that one with quieter motor. Because that one's bearings are shot pretty badly and need new bearings, but the motor is really not worth replacing. So, like, we're doing work on it and such, but yeah, here's this fan, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.